Good morning, students. Today, in the second lecture of chapter 7, standard 6 SS, I am going to explain. I am going to say about the administration during the Gupta age, then economic condition during the Gupta age, and religious status during the Gupta age. Okay, name of the chapter is Gupta age. What is that? Gupta age and other rulers. Gupta age and other rulers. Now, when we consider about Gupta age, so who were the great kings? Who were the great kings of Gupta dynasty? Who were the great kings of Gupta dynasty? Why? Because why we'll say, because Gupta age, when we consider about history, we consider that Gupta age is considered as the golden period, golden age. Gupta age is considered as the golden age in the history of India. So, who were the great kings? Who were the great kings of Gupta age, and why? Why it is called as a golden age? Because of its prosperity and peace. Okay, because of its prosperity and peace, it is considered, okay, this age is considered as a golden age. Now the question comes, who were the great kings? Who were the great kings of Gupta dynasty? My dear student, here I have written some names, okay, that Samudragupta, then Ghatotkacha, Chandragupta 1, Samudragupta, Chandragupta 2, Kumar Gupta, and Skand Gupta. So these were the great kings. These were the great kings of Gupta age, Gupta dynasty. Okay. Now, who was the founder? Who was the founder of Gupta dynasty? Who were the founders of Gupta dynasty? So Sri Gupta. Okay. Sri Gupta was the founder of Gupta dynasty. Okay. Got it? And after that, Ghatotkacha, his son, came on throne. Okay, we are not getting more information related to him, Ghatotkacha. But after the death of Ghatotkacha, his son Chandragupta I became the king. Chandragupta I became the king. When we consider about Chandragupta I would like to give some information about him, that he got married with Lachavi princess. He got married with Lachavi princess Umara Devi. Okay, means she was belong to the Vaishali Republic state. Okay, and my dear student, here I would like to give one information. After defeating, okay, the kings of Prayagraj and Saket, Allahabad and Ayodhya, he got the title of Maharaja Dhiraj. Which title he got? Maharaja Dhiraj. Okay, and my dear student, he started Gupta Samvat. What he started? Gupta Samvat he started. Okay, and my dear student, okay, the Valabhi king of Saurashtra also accepted this Samvat. Okay, we are getting information from the coins also. Okay, at that time some coins were minted, so at that we are getting information from that also. Okay, after Chandragupta I, Samudragupta came. Okay, Samudragupta, my dear student, when we say about Samudragupta, it is said during his time he minted some coins, and in one of the coin it is shown that the king was playing veena. It is also said that he was also a poet. Okay, but we are not getting any poem related to him. Okay, so he was also considered as a Kaviraj. Okay, Kaviraj means a poet. Okay, my dear student, after Chandragupta, Kumar Gupta came. Okay, after Chandragupta, Kumar Gupta came, and last Skand Gupta. My dear student, after that, the rulers of Gupta age, they could not stop. they could not stop attack of Shakas and Kushanas, and as a result they were defeated and the Gupta age was ended. So here end of Gupta age. Okay, after that Gupta age, okay, it was totally stopped. Okay, means we can say over. Okay, so it was the end of Gupta age. Now during that period, okay, during that period, just I said now that Gupta age was considered as a golden age. So which were the in which forms? Okay, so first thing we can say administration. Okay, when we say about the administration, it is said if administration for the progress of anything, for the progress of any institution or any state or any area, it is necessary to have a good and smooth administration. If you want to show the progress, it is necessary to have a smooth and clean administration, and we can say it was seen during that time. Okay, my dear student, the administration of Gupta age was divided into three parts. Administration was divided into three parts. Okay, first thing was center, then second was province, and last one was regional means local. Okay, got it, my dear student. When we say about the center, okay, so in a king was the main person and he was at the center. Okay, and my dear student, he was all known as a Maharaja was there, but he was also known as Param Bhagavat. And my dear student, dear, in things to know is there. In that you will find that the different parts are there, and who were the main person, the chief person was known by which other names. Okay, the chief of army was known as the Mahabaladhikari. It was considered as the chief of the army. Okay, my dear student. And when we consider about the province, province means the bhukti. And my dear student, the person was known as a Kumara Matya. Normally, the prince were appointed for the head their time, and they were known as the Kumar Matya. Okay, and the province was known as Bukhi. Okay, here I have written some points related to economic condition. Okay, my dear student, first thing, for the progress of any institution, nation or state, administration is necessary, and that's why they had a smooth and clean administration. Second thing is about economic. If your economic condition is good, it progress. Because of that economic condition, our nation or country can progress. Okay, so one thing, so at that time agriculture means farming, agriculture and trade were the main occupation, we can say. Okay, and because of that farming and trade, there were two types of trade. Okay, internal trade plus international trade was there. And my dear student, we can say at that time the people, they were paying the sixth part of the income as a revenue, as a tax. Sixth part. Okay, we can say more or less 16% or 15% something, 15 or 16% as a tax. Okay, so at that time, and how they were doing trading, my dear student, at that time four major ports were there: Sopara, Bharuch, Khambar and Tamralip. Okay, so through the ports of this, okay, they were doing business. Even Bharuch is there, Khambar, Sopara and Tamralip. So because of that trade, we can say the prosperity of the state. Okay, certain things are there. Okay, which areas, and agriculture, the farming system was tremendous, we can say. Okay, they have some farming practices. Okay, the farming practices were about annual, then 3 months, 3 years, okay, then 5 years, like that. Okay, they were practicing like that only. Okay, here I have written some points. Okay, at which places which things were grown more and were famous. Okay, so my dear student, in North India were famous for the production of wheat. Okay, Gandha was more famous for the crop of sugar cane. Okay, kesar means saffron. Saffron and the grapes, okay, of Kashmir. Then coconut of Cameroon, coconut, silk and rice from Bengal, and cotton from Gujarat and Sindh were very famous. Okay, so they were doing business. Okay, they were trading, and my dear student, these were the well-known things of at that time. Okay, and they were doing business. Okay, so got it. And my dear student, at that time, okay, as they were giving the sixth part as a tax. Okay, and my dear student, at that time the Brahmins and the temples, okay, they were getting land as a donation. Okay, land donation, okay, bhumidan, that is called bhumidan were given to Brahmins and temples. Okay, so here these are the information related to economic condition. Now when we consider about the religious status, okay, the rulers were belong to Vaishnavism. Okay, they were belong to Vaishnav sect. But at that time Buddhism and Jainism was also spreaded. Okay, when we consider about religious status, we can say, okay, that at that time Mahabharata, Ramayana and Puran, they were recompiled. Okay, they were the recompiled. We can say Punasankalit. In Gujarati we say Punasankalit. Okay, my dear student, the Srimad Bhagavad Gita was considered as the important text at that time. It was considered as the important text. And my dear student, as they were Hindus, okay, so Sri Ram and Sri Krishna, okay, Sri Ram and we can say Sri Krishna were more famous. Means we can say the people, they were following the religious thing about them. Okay, Sri Ram and Sri Krishna. Okay, my dear student, at that time, okay, we can say in Bengal we have a celebration of Durga. Okay, so that is called Mahishasur Mardani. Okay, Mahishasur Mardani. Okay, it was most famous one kind of a festival, we can say, that is the Durga. Okay, and one more thing, at that time the saints of the different sect, the saints of the Vaishnavism and the saints Sadhu of Saivism, they were known in another name. Okay, the Shaiv saints were known as a Nainar, and the Vaishnav saints were known as Alwar. Okay, they were known as Alwar. And my dear student, Jainism and Buddhism were also spreaded. And at that time, in Buddhism, two sects, okay, two cults of the Buddhism, Mahayana and Hinian were also spreaded. So these are the information related to Gupta age. Okay, my dear student, we will learn more about this in my next video. And when we discuss about the question answer of this chapter, I will explain more related to this thing. Thank you.